Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to another episode of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice 100% walkthrough on New Game Plus. And if you're on your first playthrough on New Game, you can watch this all the same, because all the content are the same, except New Game Plus, enemies deals more damage, so it's slightly harder. Alright, the last episode we finally took down the Guardian Ape, the headless Guardian Ape the second time, plus his waifu. And now we're finally ready to move on. Well, before we move on, actually, let's enjoy the spur of battle, increase our attack power, but the headless ape memory. At one time, the Guardian Ape shared its den with a mate, but he alone became infested, which kind of makes no sense. I mean, if they both drink from the same water source, they should all be infested. I mean, that is how you get infested, right? Drinking from the fountainhead palace's water source. Well, the other passed away, which would explain that big dead carcass that we find upstairs near this arena. Now, even the flowers offered in tribute to her passing have withered to dust. Okay, that just means it's quite a while ago, I guess. And yeah, just in case you got confused, the first place we fought the Guardian Ape, that water place was his watering hole, where he go drinks water. This is actually his den, which explains why, you know, when we climbed up somewhere. Can't find that place now. But yeah, when we're climbing up somewhere, we can actually see there was like a dead carcass of a smaller gorilla, which probably was his mate from a long time ago. Anyway, so we come up here to further advance into the depths of Ashina. Okay, look like there's a thing, but it isn't. Grab a hook up. Whoa, what is this? Oh, there. Okay, then we meet some phantom enemy. It's like some phantom nightjar. Which yeah, so the key is to keep pressure, I guess. Just keep whacking it away. Yeah, gotta, you know, rather try to deflect that if you can, you know, see it coming. But yeah, if not, you know, just keep whacking away. Also works. Yeah, not sure why there are two phantom nightjar shinobis there, but anyway. Alright, next sculptor idol, which brings us to the hidden forest. Okay, rest a bit, I guess. I know we just rested, but you know, it's always good to rest. You can never have enough rest. Before we proceed to this interesting looking location, beautifully saturated with mist and light, very nice graphic. But yeah, before we go there, we're gonna go back here, and then we're gonna, yeah, could have backstabbed him, or we could just attacked him. Keep the pressure on. Okay, he deflected, but didn't attack back. Anyway, yeah, so now once I kill both of them again, but actually over here, if you know, that samurai next to the well in Ashina Reservoir, if you didn't send him to a grim fate by the abandoned dungeon, he'll be sitting here. You know, keep talking about the hidden melody that only he can hear, and he's trying to seek the source. So that is an ongoing quest. Actually explores through the depths of Ashina, and in the end you'll discover the source of the music that only he can hear. But yeah, now that I've sent him to the other quest line, you won't find him here anymore. Okay, so before that I'm going to quickly grapple back. And I mean, if you notice on the, well, I guess we didn't show, but yeah, if you look quickly on the sculptor's idol of the hidden forest, you will see that the sculptor idol we just unlocked previously, the one by the Guardian Ape section, is grayed out again. Okay, that's because a new mini boss has spawned here. We just fought one of its kind, I think 2 episodes ago or 3 episodes ago, I can't remember. So it's an apparition that has a long spear and has a head, and you know, shoot purple flame balls at you, and it can teleport and shoot a big beam. Okay, so before we proceed into the depth of action, we're gonna just quickly come back here and take this out. Okay, still got all these items on, the Divine Confetti, Molted Purple Gourd. If you don't have this, you know, use Pacifying Agents, all the same. Alright, and before we engage, buff damage, buff Terror, Divine Confetti, and then we're good to go. Still, the key here is to be aggressive. Aggression actually knocks out his AoEs and causes him to. Oh, okay. He does do 2 attacks, so yeah, make sure you run in circles to avoid that. And it will cause him to teleport. Okay. It will usually be to the far end. Yep, there. And yeah, if you actually get to him fast enough, he actually doesn't do the beam. Yeah, just like evade this board. There we go. Yeah, it's actually kind of easy if you you know, if you know what you're looking for. You'll probably teleport there. Yep. Okay, I gotta reapply this. Okay, unfortunately, due to I had to reapply the Divine Confetti, I wasn't able to catch him on time. But yeah, still dazing him. Okay, next. There you go. Yeah, couldn't make it on time. Okay, this should net you another prayer beat. Now one step closer to that sweet vitality and posturing health. After that, I guess there's no reason to sleep. I mean to rest, because we haven't spent all that much. Plus, if we rest, those 2 phantom-looking Nightjar Shinobi will be back again. Not that they're difficult, but you know, there's no reason to kill them again. I'm a pacifist, you know. Alright, when we come here, we can rest again. Just to restock on all the items. Not that we need it just yet, but you know, it was good to stock them. Okay, now the next part is gonna be yeah, that is not hard. Okay, let's just gonna quickly go back. Yeah. It's not the end of the world if you fall down, you can get back up. I just, you know, thought it's better for the sake of a walkthrough to take you through the intended path. Alright, which is here. Grab onto this branch. And over here you jump down here. Yeah, there are these chickens. I think they do decent amount of damage, but they have like no health and posture, so it's okay. Grab some items. There are a lot of items on this map, which we're gonna come back later for. We are not gonna too bother about that. And there you go. I almost fell. I fell again. Yeah, this is okay. So anyway, so if you do fail, right, I guess this is good. Just grab here, grab there, and you back up again. There are okay, so there are enemies which are very annoying down there. They're like ghost enemies that you can kill quite easily, but they always come back. In other words, there's really no point in killing them. It's a waste of time. Instead, we are going to first traverse the map, leave all the loot for the time being. Very uncharacteristic of me, I know, but yeah, we're gonna just carry on with the main map quest.
Hey you. If you know the path of Buddha, would you slay one who opposes it?
One who opposes the Buddha?
Correct. The one of whom I speak hides in an abandoned temple up ahead. He sealed away the village in a shadowy fog, so that he can fool the villagers.
An abandoned temple?
Yes. It's an old building. The door may be closed, but there should be a hole in the second floor.
Alright, thanks for the info, old monk.
Come. Will you slay he who opposes Buddha? The abandoned the door?
Right, so it's unlike China, which have its native religion, which is Taoism. So when Buddhism came into China, it was a foreign religion. So it took a while before people really took on to it. It is also a foreign religion to Japan, of course, and Japan do have sort of a native belief. But Japan, unlike China, in Japan they didn't split into two crowds, right? In China you have actually three crowds. You have the Confucius followers, you have the Taoist followers, you have the Buddhist followers. In Japan, however, then the native religion and Buddhism sort of fused together. So everyone there kind of believe in Buddha. Of course, that's before Christianity and other Western religion entered the country. But yeah, so at the time this story takes place, it's just Buddhism, which is why a monk would say, will you slay those who oppose Buddha, as if there's some universal truth to it. Okay, actually just grab that loot up there. Looks really nice. Doesn't look so nice lying around. Kill this cock. Yeah, which is why this monk talks as if it's a absolute truth to kill those who oppose Buddha. And funny enough, despite Japan being sort of devoted to Buddhism, a lot of the practices are actually against the Buddhist precept, right? Like samurai's code of conduct, shinobi code of conduct. They're all like Buddhist believers, but they actually don't follow the precept of Buddhism, which is very, very weird. It's almost like hypocrite. During the Sengoku period, there was one of the warlord actually waged a war in the name of, he claimed that he's a reincarnation of one of the deities in Buddhism. And he actually commanded people to fight for the sake of what he represents, which is Buddhism. That is very, very wrong. Same goes for monks, right? In Japan, a lot of monks were not only do they train in spear fighting, which is normal since, which is kind of okay, right? Since Shaolin Temple also have monks that train martial arts, but they also actually actively engage in internal affairs of the government, right? There are monks who are advisories to the shogun. They're actually troops from monks in the Japanese history. Now, the Shaolin Temple do have its own so-called, warrior monk squad, but they're strictly, and only happen at a specific time in history, right? Doesn't happen all the time. And during that time, it only acts as a protection to the temple itself. I know in Ming Dynasty, a bunch of monks were sent out to fight the pirates in the south, but they're actually not sanctioned by the temple. They did it through their own, they volunteer themselves to do that. It's actually seen as a wrong act, for any monk of Buddhism to join any political affair or meddle in any politics. But in Japan, on the other hand, they're not very strict on these, Buddhist code of conduct. Instead, you kind of, monks can join the internal ministry, can join the army, can do all kind of stuff, which is why, yeah, Japan is a very weird place. They sounds like they're very devoted to Buddhism, but samurai still kill people, ninjas still do their thing, everyone still go about doing stuff that Buddhism actually try to stop people from doing. Anyway, so as you can see this mark, which pretty much screams out to you that you can hug the wall. Yeah, see my first playthrough, I didn't even do this. I kind of jump down and grapple back up again. So if you didn't do this, not the end of the world. You can sort of, run up to here and grapple back up. And over here, once you get here, just do be careful. You can see that there is another mini boss who's like a reskin of Juzo the Drunkard and a bunch of apes. You do want to take out the apes first instead of fighting all of them together. So if we do that, we're gonna first swing this way and take out this rifle ape. Otherwise you'll be fighting down there and he'll just be taking pot shot of you all day long up there. After that, you're gonna wait for the ape to come up. So the apes can actually scale wall. This Tokujiro the Glutton, on the other hand, cannot scale a wall. So you can just laugh in his face while you chill out here. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly get here and lay low for a while. You can see the music died out, which is a sign that he lost aggro. And then we're going to grapple back up. At this point, you can actually do a stealth attack on him, cut down one of his life as usual. And as usual, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna try to fight him like a man. So there you go. You can do that here, but we're not going to. Whoa! Chill out, Jizo. Takuro. Yeah, so those are like sumo palm strikes. Yeah, they actually deal a lot of damage. Yeah, try to avoid them or I don't know. You should be able to deflect them. When he does that, it's a good time to do some extra damage. Yeah, actually does a lot of damage. Whoa, yeah, I need to jump that. So don't be greedy. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not deflecting properly. Anyway, cure the positive damage. After that, deflect. Yeah, I don't know why my deflect are so off for some reason. He's gonna spit poison. Evade that. He missed that. Yeah. Yeah, that's the sumo grab. Make sure you don't get hit by that. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not getting the second parry right. Yeah, maybe I'm just can't remember his moveset again. Clear your posture bar. There you go. His sumo move. Ah, he split poison. How dare you? Yeah, quite nasty. What? That should kill me. Yeah, I don't know why that couldn't block it properly. Yeah, you can always do double jump as you jump through the sweep. On most of the bosses you can do that. Okay, now I'm poisoned. Great. Okay, you kind of have to clear poison because in this game poison deals a lot of damage. Antidote? Yeah, but to do the double jump, you sort of have to jump without pressing. Oh. Okay, that's what it looks like when you press one button too many and do the puppeteer puppeteer ninjutsu. Unrefined sake, a bottle of cloudy unrefined sake. So basically, this is the favorite sake of Ishin Aishina. You can use it to get more background stories, and you get a heavy coin purse, which would be a prayer bead as the first kill. Yeah, this kind of sucks because it doesn't allow you to backstab him. It doesn't attack you though, because it's like a puppet. But yeah, I didn't want to do this to him. I want to actually get him. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill him. Damn. I think he actually has a health of of how he was meant to be, so it's gonna take a while to wipe him away. There you go. Finally laid to rest. What? Why are there shinobis again? This is so weird. Yeah, this is so weird. I don't know why these guys are suddenly here. Yes, as I was saying, you know, if you don't do a double jump on his head during, you know, after evading a sweep, you can't press a directional button. I think when you press a directional button, yeah, he actually jumps to the side. You evade the sweep, but you're too far to double tap his head. I just get rid of this guy. So annoying. Yeah, I don't know what triggers them. Alright, now with this unwanted guest gone, we are going to come here. Okay, so this one you kind of just have to jump and grab on. Scale the wall. Climb back up. Grab the loot pellet. It's not that bad, I guess. Okay, and then grab back here and then proceed with the map. And yeah, it was kind of weird, right? He drinks sake and he spit poison. Doesn't quite make sense. But anyway. Maybe he's saying something about alcoholism. Not about FedEx. And then, so we'll explore this area a bit later on. I'm just gonna, you know... Yeah, this monk got hand upside down and killed. That's kind of disgusting. Okay, so after that, we're gonna, you know, like that old monk has instructed, there's supposed to be a hole on the roof. Yeah, about that. Probably the hole's over here. And you can already hear the flute. You know, when I first played this game, you know, with the samurai guy saying there's a hidden melody, I actually, you know, thought he meant here. You know, this guy making the flute sound, but actually it's not. Wow, I didn't see this just now. That was blind of me. Right, I actually thought he meant this guy with the flute, but turns out it wasn't. However, this guy is the easiest mini boss in the whole game. He actually doesn't even put up a fight. So for that, you know, for that reason, we're not going to fight him like a man, because it really isn't a fight either way. And you can see, right, all these other monks in this temple, the original inhabitant of the temple, are like dead, I guess, sitting next to him. And he surrounds himself with dead monks, and he's standing in the middle playing flute. It's kind of a creepy thing. And you can see this temple kind of looks like it's functioning, but it's all illusion, according to the other monk with sword at the fireplace. Okay, we're gonna jump. Death from above. Missed normal. So that first 40 I was like, yeah, mini boss. But you know, turns out, yes, you know, no fighting him at all. You get a lump of grave wax, which is very useful for later higher tier upgrades of shinobi prosthetic tools. And yeah, and as you kill him, you realize the entire temple is completely broken down. Right, just now the temple looks like it's intact, except for that one hole we came through, and all the monks were still sitting here. But actually, you know, this whole temple is in ruins by the look of it, for many, many years. Quite creepy, eh? And this, again, is another reference to old Chinese/Japanese folktale, right? In Chinese stories, there has always been stories of where travelers will go into a mountain, they will see a temple, or like a house, what looks very, you know, normal. They'll go inside and then they will meet a very pretty young woman, and they'll make out, you know, spend the night, and then only, you know, to wake up next day to see the entire house is in ruins, and there's no young lady in sight. Well, it's one of those creepy ghost story, but there's quite a few of them actually in the Chinese folk tales. You know, sometimes the people actually get eaten by monsters who pose as pretty young ladies, so they will cause illusion over a ruined house. They will feed them nice food, but which is actually all worms and ants and disgusting stuff. You know, they will make out, they will sleep, and then the ghost / demon creature would kill the man. There are also stories where, last stories where a young man will go into the mountain, rest at the temple, or go to the temple to evade from rain or bad weather, and then discover a young woman. They will fall in love, and then eventually the ghost actually fall in love with the guy and doesn't kill him, and try to save him from other ghosts. So anyway, so this is actually quite a well-known mystical cultural part of Eastern culture, and I'm kind of happy to see it reenacted by FromSoft's game Sekiro. Now I'm just gonna grab some loot. This is where we fought Tokujiro, whatever his name is, the Glutton, which is just like a reskin of Jujutsu. Heavy coin purse in a grave, nice. Just what I like. Bite down, right? So it's like a poison that you can use to kill yourself, without actually losing resurrection charges. Oil used to burn people. The map looks very different now that everything is dead. And you don't have to deal with those creepy, annoying samurais. Well, like ghost samurais that doesn't you can kill but they come back to life after a few seconds, which is very good, right? But those things are very annoying. Nothing worse than meeting enemy that doesn't die. Okay, let me just quickly see. There's actually an item. Is that an item up there? No, it's just lighting effect. Okay. There's an item here though. Adamantinite scrap. Those are useful as well. Okay, we're gonna make our way back to the starting location. I don't know if we can. I think yeah, we can. Nice. There's a lot of hens we killed. And we can come back here and talk to the monk again. I don't know. I don't think this does anything, but just for the sake of it.
I've gotten terribly old, but this old man would like to see Lord Buddha return to his temple once more.
Right. So this is the statue. I don't know if there's any way to move this statue back, or if this NPC just saying it, for the sake of saying it. But so far, I haven't found any way to further this quest. And yeah, so this sort of also shows that that mist noble guy overtook the temple, cast a mist, summoned ghosty characters, and then removed the Buddha, because probably the Buddha statue make him feel uncomfortable, the divine or the presence of righteousness, which is why he moved it here. Again, this is something that happens in the folk stories such as Journey to the West, right? They are upon during that story, the Monkey King and the company would travel to certain places where they'll discover a temple overtaken by bad spirits, and they'll always sort of remove the Buddha statue. So that's supposed to creep them out, which also is a cultural practice to keep Buddha statues in your residence to ward away bad spirits. It sort of goes off the same thing. Well, it's the same principle at work, same belief system. Okay, we're gonna grab some more loot, and then we are going to rest because we're gonna need it very soon. Alright, so now we're gonna rest here and fight yet another mini boss. But I think this will wrap up this episode of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice 100% walkthrough on New Game Plus. So in this episode, we pretty much killed a ghost operation. And oh yeah, that ghost operation, before I forget, that ghost operation that we killed by where we fought the Guardian Ape the second time, he actually dropped something called the malcontent ring, which again I think is no longer here. Because I used it, but that malcontent ring is important because that is what you need to upgrade your Shinobi prosthetic tool. Right, so so basically after you acquire, let me find it. Yeah, so after you acquire the regular finger whistle, you can upgrade into a mountain echo, and then the last upgrade is called malcontent. To get this upgrade, you need a malcontent ring, which is dropped by the apparition mini boss, you know, by the sculptor's idol, where we defeated the Guardian Ape for the second time. And this ring is interesting because on the ring's description it mentions, like even here, right, Kingfisher is etched onto the ring. The Kingfisher's cry could be heard along the waterfront of Sunken Valley. Now she cries no more. So this would suggest that this ring belonged to the same owner who has the finger, right, which is the friend of the orangutan, the sculptor. And he also, when you do this upgrade by the sculptor, he also talks about recognizing the ring belonging to the Kingfisher. So since his name is orangutan and all the shinobis have animal names, we could assume the Kingfisher belongs to orangutan's shinobi partner, who is a female shinobi that like to whistle, and also the whistle gave her control or, you know, certain influence over animals. Alright, so that you get from the operation we fought in the beginning of this episode. And it will be an important upgrade because this Shinobi prosthetic 2 will become important later on in our playthrough. Okay, with that we'll conclude this episode of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice 100% walkthrough on New Game Plus. Hope you enjoyed it. Next episode we're gonna finally take on the headless operation mini boss. We're gonna do two, one after another, and then we'll advance further into the depths of Ashina. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch, where I'll be streaming games almost daily. And thanks for watching. Evil Ginger out.